Welcome to the Journey World channel, where we take you on a cultural learning experience of all the countries of the world. Did you know that Malta has more monuments per square kilometer than any other country in the world? Or that it is home to freestanding stone structures that are older than both the Great Pyramids of Giza and Stonehenge? But beyond the ancient stones, what does it actually feel like to walk the streets of a nation that has been ruled by almost every major empire in history? And how does a tiny island nation maintain one of the most vibrant, explosive festival cultures in the modern world? Stick around, because we are going in for a look into the soul of Malta culture. Malta is a small but strategically vital archipelago consisting of three main inhabited islands, Malta, Gozo, and Comino. Situated roughly 93 kilometers south of Sicily and 288 kilometers north of Africa, it acts as a literal bridge between continents. The climate is quintessential Mediterranean, characterized by hot, dry summers and very mild winters. With over 3,000 hours of sunshine per year, it is one of the sunniest spots in Europe. Despite its small landmass of just 316 square kilometers, it is one of the most densely populated countries on Earth, housing over 500,000 residents. Malta's history is a palimpsest of Mediterranean civilization. It began with the temple builders in 3600 BC, followed by the Phoenicians, Romans, and Byzantines. However, the most transformative era began in 1530, when the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V gifted the islands to the Order of St. John. The Knights of Malta turned the island into a fortress, famously defending it against the Ottoman Empire during the Great Siege of 1565. Later, Napoleon seized the islands briefly before the British took over in 1800. Malta finally gained independence in 1964 and became a republic in 1974. Malta is unique for its linguistic fusion. It has two official languages, Maltese and English. Maltese is a fascinating linguistic anomaly. It is a Semitic language, descended from Siculo-Arabic, but is written in the Latin alphabet and is heavily influenced by Italian and English vocabulary. This reflects the island's history as a crossroads of Arab and European cultures. Roman Catholicism is the official state religion and is deeply woven into the social fabric. Legend has it that St. Paul the Apostle was shipwrecked here in 60 AD, introducing Christianity to the islands. Today, there are over 360 churches in Malta, roughly one for every day of the year, and religious life is the primary driver of the country's traditional social calendar. The architecture of Malta is dominated by the use of Globigerina limestone, a warm, honey-colored stone that glows at sunset. Valletta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a city built by gentlemen for gentlemen. Medina, the medieval former capital, known for its narrow, silent streets and mix of Norman and Baroque styles. Hagar Kim, megalithic temples dating back to 3200 BC, showcasing sophisticated prehistoric engineering. Let's look at some of the pros and cons of life in Malta. First, the pros. Safety. Malta consistently ranks as one of the safest countries in Europe. Next, the lifestyle. There's a relaxed Mediterranean pace, with high-quality healthcare and a vibrant social life. And they have English-speaking people, making it easy for integration for expats due to the widespread use of English. Now, the cons. Overdevelopment. The rapid construction projects have led to a concrete jungle feel in some urban areas. The traffic. A high population density means significant congestion on narrow roads. The cost of living. Housing prices have skyrocketed in recent years due to the booming iGaming and finance sectors. Earlier, I asked how a tiny island maintains such a vibrant culture. The answer lies in the pica, a friendly but fierce sense of neighborhood rivalry. Whether it's competing to have the loudest fireworks or the most decorated church, the Maltese people use local pride to keep ancient traditions alive and thriving. Malta's artistic heritage is a blend of folk craft and high Baroque art. The islands are famous for intricate silver filigree and handmade lace. In the fine arts, the legacy of Caravaggio looms large. He fled to Malta in the 17th century and painted his masterpiece, The Beheading of St. John the Baptist, specifically for the oratory in Valletta. The soul of Maltese music is Ghana. This is traditional improvisational folk singing. It often involves a duel between two singers who trade rhyming witty insults or philosophical observations over a guitar accompaniment. It is a raw, passionate expression of the Maltese working-class identity. Maltese cuisine is a robust, rustic, and highly eclectic fusion of flavors that serves as a living record of the archipelago's turbulent history. Speaking of the food being rustic and seasonal, how about some pastéis? This is the ultimate street food. It's a flaky pastry filled with ricotta or mushy peas. Then, there's stuffed tal fennec, or rabbit stew. It is considered the national dish and is slow-cooked with wine and garlic. Then we have Hobz biz-zejt, which is a sourdough bread rubbed with tomatoes, olive oil, and topped with tuna, capers, and olives. Then, for our after-meal treat, go for some Maltese desserts, which often reflect the island's Catholic heritage and Arab roots. Many sweets are strictly seasonal. The festa is the pinnacle of Maltese culture. Every village has a patron saint, and during their feast day, the town erupts into a week of brass band marches, massive firework displays, and processions. Another major tradition is the carnival in Valletta and Nader, featuring grotesque masks and elaborate floats. No festa is complete without fireworks, a craft in which the Maltese are world-renowned. Also, Maltese customs usually include Maltese folklore, which is a blend of Mediterranean mysticism and Catholic devotion, often featuring protective rituals against the evil eye. Let's check out some of the daytime activities you can do in Malta. For tourists, diving is world-class here, especially the shipwrecks, and the Blue Hole in Gozo. A few more activities that are enjoyed during the day include exploring the 3 cities by traditional Degajsa boat, and it is a must. And for natives, Sunday mornings are often spent at the Marsaxlock fish market. Now, a little about the nightlife. Mainly, Paceville in St. Julian's is the hub for clubs and bars, while Valletta offers more sophisticated wine bars tucked into historic cellars. Here are some quick fun facts about this country. First, movie star. Malta is often called the mini Hollywood of the Mediterranean. Gladiator, Troy, and Game of Thrones were all filmed here. Next, driving on the left. A lingering legacy of British rule. Malta is one of the few places in Europe where you drive on the left side of the road. And to finish, the Calypso's Isle. Gozo is widely believed to be Ogygia, the island where the nymph Calypso held Odysseus captive in Homer's Odyssey. Malta is more than just a summer destination. It is a living museum where every corner tells a story of survival, faith, and celebration. From the silent streets of Medina to the booming fireworks of a summer festa, the spirit of the Maltese people is as enduring as their limestone walls. If you enjoyed this video giving you a look at the heart of the Mediterranean and the culture of Malta, make sure to show it with a like and subscribe if you really want to commit to learning about more cultural journeys around the globe. Thanks for watching, and Grazie Hafna.